the original dance. Leading the way, Shae, Bourne, and Victor Kraatz. And then Chantal, Lefebvre, and Michel Brunet. They made a nice move during their OD. Naomi Lang and Peter Tchernyshev of the U.S. are in third place. And talk about a move, Megan Wing and Aaron Lowe also made a nice jump into fourth place. Now, with the call to the dance, let's join Debbie Wilkes and Barb Underhill.
Inside the Metro Center, things are a-hummin'. We just finished doing the wave as the skaters were warming up. First to skate out of the warm-up, the U.S. champions, Naomi Lang and Peter Tchernyshev. Currently in third.
And battling it out with Chantal, Lefebvre, Michel Brunet. They were second after both compulsory dances, split with Michel and Brunet. And then in the OD, they had some difficulties, stumbling. And Chantal and Michel went ahead. They opened with the required step sequence, circular. Nice and tight and neat. Well, if they looked tight in the original dance, this was anything but. They really went for this and skated a very, very strong dance.
Lang and Tchernyshev, their presentation was very lively, the choreography complex.
I thought it was very difficult. They were constantly moving and turning and twisting.
And weaving.
Yes, and they did it extremely well. Some of the lifts, I think, could have been a little bit more creative. That's an area where Chantal and Michel, I think, are maybe in favor, but this was a very strong and difficult dance. Certainly a team that is on the rise, newly crowned as the U.S. dance champions, and a lot of potential here.
They've only been together since 1997. They train out of the Detroit Skating Club, Peter Bourne in St. Petersburg, Russia.
They both have extensive ballet training, which really shows here on the ice. And I think as they get to know one another and are together for a longer time, they're going to flourish.
Yeah. Naomi was first inspired to take up skating when she was 8, and she went and saw Ice Capades. Sadly, an institution that no longer exists in the skating world. I think a lot of us got...
I think many were inspired by the Smurfs.
I was before the Smurfs part.
Well, I skated with the Smurfs.
Marks for Naomi Lang and Peter Tchernyshev for technical merit.
Here are the marks for technical merit. 5 4s and 5 5s.
5 4, 5 5, 5 5. Marks for presentation.
And presentation.
These are going to be tough to beat.
Up to 5.7 for Naomi Lang and Peter Tchernyshev.
5 5, 5 7, 5 5.
Holding first place for the moment.
Megan Wing and Aaron Lowe.
And the place comes alive again. The Canadian flags all over for our Canadian national bronze medalists, Megan Wing and Aaron Lowe.
And they're skating to Warm Air by Vanessa May. What a great feeling. This crowd is responding. They have had a hard week. Megan was struck with the flu, but they have handled themselves like such pros, have given it 100% every step of the way, and this is great that they're getting this recognition.
Still going crazy in here for Megan Wing and Aaron Lowe.
They pulled out all the stops this year, took their skating to a whole new level. We're hoping to make it to the world team. Unfortunately, they were third at Canadians, which meant that they wouldn't go to the Worlds, but it was in a year when the whole level of skating, ice dancing in Canada, rose. The future for ice dancing in Canada has never looked better. And I think Shae, we can thank Shae and Victor for that. They have been such great role models.
And Shae, Lynn, and Vic next to skate.
They skated with such ease. Everything just flowed there tonight. And they're still doing the wave.
5-2, 5-3, 5-3, 5-3, 5-3, 5-1, 5-1. Marks for presentation.
Presentation marks come up.
And with two skaters, two teams left to skate, Wing and Lowe are in second.
5-2. Thank you.
We've been very concerned about the status of Shae's knee
Our
injury.
next competitors represent Canada, Shae, Bourne, and Victor Kraatz.
Here they are. And during warm-up, Shae is favoring that knee.
She says the most difficult things to do are the low moves, and that has really hampered them in their preparation.
Like the new outfit.
Love them. Already I see a big difference with this routine over Canadians. They're not as cautious. They've got more speed. Little problem there with that move.
do it again.
They have not taken the easy road with this free dance. This is a huge risk because it is so difficult. There isn't a free dance in my mind in the world that is this difficult. And when it's this difficult, it's very unforgiving.
It's difficult and different. Let's see what the judges think for Bourne and Kraatz. For Bourne and Kraatz, the whole team, including Coach Natalia Dubova, have really tried to think of everything, how to improve it.
They've always gone in a new direction, and this is definitely a new direction for ice dancing.
Hello, everybody.
There's nothing like this that has ever been done, and they should get credit for always pushing the limits.
Neat thing about this free dance, too, I think, Barb, is that it features both partners. There isn't one partner just as a prop and the other doing all the tricks. Very equal.
There were a few areas that were a little bit sloppy. One right there, her leg is supposed to stay up, but they saved it.
And I thought, due to training problems, I thought that the end started to die a bit.
Yeah. But overall, I felt the energy was better than Canadians. Maybe it was partly the energy in the building. I'm sure they want to take this crowd with them to the World Championships. And I thought the expression was better. The more comfortable you get with a free dance, the more you can express it. But clearly they need to put a little bit more work into it.
Marks
and I think it's just mild. It's just doing it over and over and over to get it.
5-8, 5-8, 5-6, 5-7, 5-8, 5-7.
European judges down at 5-6. However, it comes up for presentation, and Bourne and Kraatz are still the leaders.
5-9, 5-9, 5-8, 5-8, 5-8, 5-9,
Great marks.
5-8. Thank you.
On the way.
This is a great setup for Worlds.
Our next competitors represent Canada, Chantal Lefebvre et Michel Brunet.
Our next team from Canada, Chantal Lefebvre and Michel Brunet in second after the original dance. A great story here.
Well, if they can stay in second ahead of the Americans, it's going to give them a real boost going to the Worlds. Interesting that both teams are doing tangos. disappointing. I thought it was a great skate. I'm kind of confused with their reaction here.
I did too. I agree with you.
I thought they had great speed and wonderful, wonderful expression. It's the best character piece that they've ever done. Some great chemistry that we haven't seen from them before.
Chantal Lefebvre and Michel Brunet. No indication from Michel and Chantal what they were disappointed in.
But they're clearly really down about this performance. I think speed-wise, they had better speed than the Americans. They had more interesting and intricate lifts, and they had better expression. I think the Americans maybe had more difficulty in terms of steps. It's a little more intricate. But I'm not quite sure why they are so disappointed. I thought it was right up there with their performance from the Canadian Championships, where they had the battle of their life there, finishing second. So clearly this is the year they want to make a jump in the world.
Apparently, according to news coming up from backstage, he had to put her down in a lift somewhere. Well, man, they sure covered it up.
They did. This vehicle just works so well for them. They play it out perfectly.
Salut tout le monde. Merci.
Marks for Chantal Lefebvre et Michel Brunet for technical merit. 5-5, 5-5, 5-3, 5-4.
These are good technical marks.
5-5, 5-3.
Presentation
Marks for presentation.
is great.
And they remain ahead of Lynn and Tchernyshev. Lefebvre and Brunet in second.
5-4. Thank you. In first place, Shae, Victor Kraatz, Canada. In second place, Chantal Lefebvre, Michel Brunet, Canada. In third place, Naomi, Peter Tchernyshev, United States of America. In fourth place, Lowe, Canada. In fifth place,
It is a wonderful night for Canada in dance. We're taking the top spot on the podium, the gold medal for Shae, Bourne and Victor Kraatz, and silver for Chantal Lefebvre and Michel Brunet. Megan Wing and Aaron Lowe from Canada are fourth. Rob Falls with Chantal and Michel.
I don't know, maybe you two want to move to Halifax because you qualified for the Olympics in this city. It's been a lucky city for you.
Yeah, actually, it's been 2 years to skate here, and it's been really great. We always have some good position and a great skate too. So.
Now you look very serious sitting right in these positions waiting for your marks. Were you not sure?
Well, we skated this free dance much better. To the audience, it seemed it was all right, but what you feel and what you see sometimes is totally different. We didn't feel, as great, but hey, we pulled it out, and I'm still choking. So.
Well, let's take a look at your reaction as you waited for the marks. What were you thinking right here?
Well, you never know, and Chantal looked down, and I didn't. Yeah! And I mean, it's just, I'm ecstatic. I mean, it's fun.
You have established something too with these European judges, haven't you?
Yeah, actually, with the Europeans come here, that will help a lot for the world this year. So we hope to be near the top 10 this year.
And a little bit of cash to help training.
Oh, I mean, that will help. I mean, I see my mom in the stands there, and I mean, she's going to be happy, so the support was coming from them. So, I mean, I don't know what to say.
On to the Worlds.
We'll be back to speak with the champions and to wrap up when we return. Shae and Vic adding another title to their long list of championships. They talk with Rob Falls.
My first question is, how taxing is that program on your knee?
It's very taxing on the knee. There's a few moves we had to leave out in training, and I did it for the first time today, so it was a little more painful, but I'm glad we went through it all.
What do you learn from something like this, Vic, getting a chance to show this program off again before the Worlds?
Well, I think definitely mileage, but most importantly, you've got Hungarian judges, Polish judges, so you got some of the European panel sitting there. So I think that's really of an advantage for us because then they have seen us prior to go to Worlds and in Helsinki.
What do you plan to do in the next couple of weeks?
Just train hard. I think take probably a little rest, try to get the knee a little bit better, and then just train as hard as we can for the Worlds, because that's our main goal.
Can you afford much rest before the Worlds, or do you really have to go train?
We can't take a huge rest, obviously. If I could, I would take a break, but we can't. Now's not the time when our main goal is Worlds. So we could maybe couple days, maybe 4 days, but then we got to get back on the ice again.
Congratulations, you two.
Thank you very much.
Shae, Bourne, and Victor Kraatz will make an official announcement on whether or not they're going to St. Petersburg shortly. But a 1-2 punch for Canada in the free dance. Megan Wing and Aaron Lowe very solid in fourth place. So it was as expected. We thought